Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Generation Tech. My name is Ben. Now we've already talked in previous episodes about the design of the Millennium Falcon and how it almost looked very different. In this episode, I'd like to talk about how special effects artists brought the ship to life in the original trilogy and in the later movies. Industrial Light and Magic had to develop brand new techniques to shoot Star Wars with the level of realism and complexity that George Lucas wanted, and much of what they developed was groundbreaking. For the Millennium Falcon's first appearance in flight in the 1977 movie Star Wars: A New Hope, a 4-foot model was constructed. It weighed about 200 pounds. The model used components from countless consumer model kits, including Ferrari sports cars and tank models. The team used a blue screen setup with a camera that could move around the ship, so it made it look like the ship was moving once the background was replaced. For some scenes, the ship was also placed on a movable rig. All this was computer controlled, so the exact same camera movement could be recreated. This meant that one ship could be shot twice with different lighting setups, and then the two shots combined into one. Several elements of a scene could also be shot independently, but with the exact same camera movement and then combined into one shot. For The Empire Strikes Back, a smaller 2-foot model of the Falcon was made that could be moved around more easily. Thus, in Empire, you see the Falcon pulling off more agile maneuvers, especially in the asteroid field. Fun fact, since the asteroids looked kind of potato-shaped, the crew used actual potatoes for some of the asteroids further in the distance. There was also a palm-sized model for the shot where the Falcon hides on the hull of the Star Destroyer. For the shots where the characters are standing next to the ship in A New Hope, they built a scale model of just half the ship to keep costs down. That's why in some shots you can't see the Millennium Falcon's satellite dish, even though it should be there. In Empire Strikes Back, they had enough cash to build a model of the whole ship. In both movies, the ship model was so heavy that it couldn't be moved, so the sets had to be changed around the ship. For the interior shots, the dimensions of the interior of the ship do not match up with the exterior at all. The ship would have to be much bigger to accommodate so much interior space. The shots of Luke and Han shooting at TIE fighters with the laser cannons were actually shot separately on the same set, but then cut together to look as if they were at two ends of a shaft. The cockpit of the Millennium Falcon was inspired by the cockpit of a World War II B-29 bomber. For the new Star Wars movies, all the shots of the Millennium Falcon flying were CGI models that have been slightly altered to show the passage of time. Most notably, the round satellite dish that was lost in the Battle of Endor has been replaced with a rectangular one. Yet they did still build life-size models of the Millennium Falcon for shots when the ship was parked on the surface of a planet. One such model can be seen on Google Maps parked in a field near Longcross Studios in Surrey, England. The ship has shipping containers around it, probably to hide it from the sight of nosy journalists trying to find out information about the upcoming Last Jedi movie. If you want to find it yourself, simply type Longcross Studios Surrey, S-U-R-R-E-Y, into Google Maps, and you'll be able to zoom in on the ship. In the Han Solo movie next year, we'll get to see another version of the Falcon with the round dish back, since it's a prequel, and a possible blue and white paint job. This is what the ship supposedly looked like during the events of the Clone Wars. We'll also hopefully get to see Han winning the ship from Lando and him carrying out the infamous Kessel Run. So guys, did you enjoy this behind the scenes look at how Industrial Light and Magic brought the Millennium Falcon to life? If so, please comment below and maybe we'll cover more ships and Star Wars characters from a behind the scenes angle. As always, if you're new, please subscribe, give this video a like, and if you're watching this, you are Generation Tech.